So I made it back to Berkhamsted train station this morning. Caught the train from the East Midlands, stopping at St Pancras station, underground to Euston station, and the train to Berkhamsted. I'm going to try and finish off the last 2 days of the Grand Union Canal walk. Today's going to be about 22 miles to Uxbridge. I think we'll go through Berkhamsted, skirt by Watford, and then to Uxbridge. So it's quite a big day today. I think it's the longest day of the whole walk. After Leicester to Foxton was the second longest at 20 miles. Oh no, 20. No, it was over 20 miles. Yeah, I think that was the second longest. And then Weedon to Wolverton, that was a long day too. But yeah, this is the longest day. I did get an upgrade to first class today on the train. I used the app, Seat Frog, where you can bid on upgrade to first class. Now, I've never won one before. I normally get outbidded. On this occasion, I won the upgrade for £14. So that was, I was glad of that. Got coffee, a croissant and a flapjack. Sometimes I do hot cobs, but I weren't doing any today. I don't think it was very busy, probably not busy enough worth putting the catering on. How do I cross over here then? There's the steps on the other side of the bridge. I thought I was going to have to go across the lock. I think we've got a boat coming through the lock now. He's just opening the gate to letting some water out. Probably take a while for the water to drain before the boat can go in. Some current there of the outflow. This must be his boat. Yeah, I've been looking at narrow boats lately. I'm quite interested in if I was to ever move out, I like the idea of a narrow boat. But we'll see. Yeah, so let's go. Berkhamsted to Uxbridge. Welcome to the goat boat. Jerk chicken, pork belly, goat curry. Oh, I wish this place was open. Caribbean canal food. Beautiful. So I'm expecting to get finished today between about 3:30 and 4:30, hopefully, if I get a move on. Like I said, it is about 22 miles. And tonight I'm booked in at Premier Inn, so you can't go wrong there really. Wasn't a bad price, and I've got breakfast included before I set off tomorrow. Jacket's off. It's quite warm with the jacket on again. I've cooked a bit cool without it, so a bit overcast today. Cloudy. The sun was trying to poke through earlier, but I think it's going to warm up a bit once I get going. There's been a few pubs along this stretch going through Berkhamsted on the canal. Could have done a little canal pub crawl if I had stopped here tonight. Maybe another time. Just passing bottom side lock. Leaving Berkhamsted now. Just left the last houses. I've got a short walk in countryside probably a mile or so, a couple of miles, and then I'll be skirting around Hemel Hempstead. Yeah, so I've just checked the weather forecast. It's looking quite grey up there, and it has given out light rain at 1 and 3, so I'll probably get caught in a bit of that. So when I'm nearing the end, I've got my waterproofs with me, so I might be digging them out at some point. When I booked it, it gave out beautiful sun, and it's obviously changed quite a bit since then. But not to worry, I still would have come anyway if I'd have known there was going to be a slight chance of rain. So I did want to get this wrapped up this month. So yeah, I'm not going to let that put me off. Just come past this lock, and there's a boat blocking the way. That'd cause some problem if you were cruising, trying to get to London in a boat. There's a sign in the window to call the new owner. It's got a nice wide berth cruiser. I've never seen a wide berth boat moving. You normally see them moored up. They can't travel the full length of the canal network to the width of them, I don't think. But yeah, nice to see one actually moving. There's a boat blocking the way there.
Oh, no, we're just saying,
Oh, right.
sorry, the engine on.
There's a 3.8 miles in, and coming into Hemel Hempstead now. Free bird. Past another wide beam narrow boat cruising. I don't like to film them all. Sometimes you wonder if they mind being filmed or not. Who knows? Yeah, so we're coming up to the 6th month soon. Halfway through the year almost. It's gone quick. Definitely been a good year for walking. The last few months have been lovely, to be honest. When this is done, I've got today and tomorrow left on this walk, which will be the 19th today and 20th of May tomorrow. I've got a day off Wednesday. I'll be packing from a trip to Scotland that's coming up. We're on nights for three nights. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. When I finish on Sunday morning, my friend Dan's going to pick me up and we're going to have a drive up to Scotland. We've got 9 days off work. Planned this for quite a while. I booked the holiday off in April. So looking forward to that, although the weather looks set to change. It's giving out rain up there at the minute, so not too optimistic. It's not optimal weather, but hopefully it's not looking too bad, so might be bearable. We're all planning on camping. Dan's just bought a new tent, and yes, we're hoping to get some walks in some mountains, but it's all weather permitting. Yeah, weather permitting. We've got some big plans, but I mean, it would have been ideal if the weather was dry. Some of the routes we're not sure if we want to do them in bad weather, with them being ridge walks, but we'll see what we get up to when we get up there. I've got some backup options to do if the weather's too bad. Yeah, so hopefully that'll go okay. And hopefully I'll be able to make a few videos while I'm up there. I think the plan is to get up to Loch Lomond, stop there the night, perhaps do a walk around there somewhere, and make our way up to Fort William, and then maybe on to Skye. But again, we're quite flexible, so we see where the weather's best and what takes a fancy when we get up there, I guess. So I've enjoyed this Grand Union Canal walk. It's been quite interesting learning a bit about the canals, the tunnels, locks, etc. It has been a bit laborious at times. It's just a flat slog, quite long distances. Some of it has been quite similar, with it being just to walk along the canal. But yeah, I've seen a lot of wildlife as well, so I've enjoyed it, and I've got a few more canals on my radar for the future. I'd like to do the Trent and Mersey Canal. That goes from Sawley to Runcorn. It's about 97 miles, so 5 days. And the Manchester Ship Canal interests me, learning about the history and the working nature of it all. I'm interested in the canal between Glasgow and Edinburgh. That looks quite interesting. It's not too long, so that would be interesting. Learn a bit about the canal history of Scotland. There's also a canal that runs to Bristol. I forget the name of that canal. That looks interesting. There's a massive set of locks on that one. Yeah, it's definitely piqued my interest. Yeah, it's just hit 5 miles, so a quarter of the way through for today. Yeah, these canals, they're good for putting in the miles really. No strenuous hills to contend with. Although I am looking forward to getting back into the hills after this for a bit. Getting some elevation gain to my walks. Just passing Smith's Coffee Company, Hemel Hempstead, and wow, the smell of coffee is immense. Really could do one. I did have a Starbucks on the way from Euston Station. Yeah, so we're just going to come out of Hemel Hempstead soon, and the next sort of village we're going to pass through is Kings Langley, and then we're going to skirt around the outside of Watford before I think heading into some more countryside on the way to Uxbridge. Oh, so I have another sign, Braunston 66 miles, and we're passing the Paper Mill pub owned by Fuller's. I'm guessing I'm going to have a pint of Fuller's Pride or two when I get to Brentford. Definitely on the cards. So I just passed a sign that says Watford's 8 miles. I didn't realise it was quite that far. Passing a nice little marina here, moorings. Very nice. We've got a cafe here, Darcy's. Might stop for a coffee. Yeah, so I changed my mind. I'm not going to stop for a coffee after all. I'm going to press on. Otherwise, could have been sat there for who knows how long. Rather put in an effort and get a move on, to be honest, before this rain comes. If it does, hopefully it'll blow over. So I'm 7.2 miles in. It's time for a banana. Yeah, I've got 2 samosas and an onion bhaji, but I'm saving them for later. I'll probably wait till I get to 10 miles and have a samosa. Maybe a bhaji. Yeah, it seems to have gone quite quick. This is saying ETA 2:50, so a lot earlier than I thought. And by the time I had a few breaks out, I might probably go over to 3:30. Seem to be making good progress at the minute. Boat going to go through the lock. I think one's coming down as well. So just about to cross underneath the M25. It's quieter than I expected. It's very nice looking bridge, very clean. Looks like a new paint job. It has been sprayed. They've not masked the concrete up. Yes, inside the M25, you know, we're coming into London. So we've got another boat blocking the way. It looks like they've done it on purpose, because it's moored on the other side as well. And what the purpose of that is, blocking the canal, causing the right obstruction for the boat users, I guess. Very inconsiderate. Yes, I'm 10 miles in. Just stopped to book a campsite in Scotland. Going to be stopping first night at Grand Union, which is at the side of Loch Lomond. And we're hopefully going to be climbing Ben Lomond, which is the lowest Munro in Scotland, as in further south. So we're hopefully going to do that as a first ascent in Scotland this year. Hopefully the weather's nice. Campsite looks good. Cashel campsite, I think I've stopped there before years ago. It's right by the loch, so that should be nice. Really looking forward to it, and looking forward to my samosa as well. Onion bhaji as well, lovely, very nice. Yeah, so 10 miles in, well, just under halfway, but nice time to stop. About another 12 miles to go. Yes, that was a nice 10-minute stop. Enjoyed my samosa and bhaji. And it's back on track. Yes, I'm just over 10 miles in. I'll have another samosa about 15 miles. And that gives probably about 7 miles left to the end then. The first half's gone pretty quick. Well, it is daunting. Now I've got the same amount to go again. But we've done it before. So just going to keep cracking on. Making progress. Hopefully we'll see something interesting along the way. Boat coming out of the lock. So waiting for the lock. There's a boat in there, but the mandarin ducklings are there. So I think they're waiting to go so that they don't get sucked into the lock. Yes, we're just coming under a rail line. You saw the train go over. Railways and waterways. Yeah, so we're less than 3 miles to Rickmansworth, probably a bit less now. It's really coming into London. Making progress on the way to Uxbridge. Come and buy some old houseboat type things. Some of them look a bit ramshackle now. Just passing through Rickmansworth now. We've got just over 7 miles to go to Uxbridge. So I'm going to stop soon and have my last samosa. And then probably wait a mile. And I'm stopping at, that leaves me with 6 miles left if we go another mile. That's about 2 hours. So I'm in Samosa there and 2 hours to go to Uxbridge. Not sure what the time is now. 1:56 so yeah, I'll be looking to finish about 4. Probably, by the time I've had a break, a little bit after 4. So I was pretty much spot on with my timings. I think earlier on I said between 3:30 and 4:30. And it's looking like it's going to be sort of 4:15 but we'll see how we go. Lots of boats now as we're getting into London. I suppose it's a cheap option of living in London, or cheaper if you can get a mooring. Lots of traditional working boats. Not sure what they still used, what they're used for. We've got a Tesco as well, which has got a customer mooring. Customer mooring only, strictly no overnight mooring. You can stop and get your groceries. So we're still going to be passing, I think it was called Stockers Lake Nature Reserve, and then the canal goes past a lot of fishing lakes. On the way, some gulls flying around. Not sure what type they are. Look like they're trying to catch insects or something. Derelict building here. There's canoeists up there, look. Old bit of industry. Yeah, so I've got 5.8 miles to go now. Less than 2 hours remaining. I've just had my last samosa. I didn't record that though. I've already shown you me eating one samosa. You don't need to see me eating another. Yeah, so I just passed a lot of residential moorings. They've seen better days, to be honest, some of them. The way some people live is amazing, really. But there we have it. Yeah, so the weather forecast changed again, and it's not showing rain now. Sun's out. It's a lovely day, so we can press on without fear of getting wet now. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, it's hard knowing what to talk about really on these videos. With the scenery being so similar the whole way. It's hard to find something new to mention. Water outflow there, and it looks like some canoe slalom gates. They must play in the white water there. quarry carping. Not going to stop though. Got 4.75 miles left. I seem to have slowed down a bit. I don't feel tired, but a bit. Just a bit, really. I'm pretty glad when today's out of the way. Tomorrow should be a walk in the park, 12.5 miles. Yeah, should be done at a reasonable time tomorrow. Hopefully get a pint or two in before getting the train home. Yeah, the last couple of miles of canal towpath have been very quiet. Nothing around. Oh, I've just passed a marina. But we've got lakes on this side. And this brand new rail bridge. But yeah, there's nothing here. We've got about 2.8 miles to go, 2.75 now. So we're nearing the end. Looking forward to a shower, something to eat and a few pints. Gonna see what there is around Uxbridge. Might call up my mate who was from that area, see if he knows of any decent boozers. Yeah, I've got lakes on that side too. The canal is just going through the middle of lakes. Yes, it feels quite remote here. So 20 miles in, 1.75 miles remaining. Been a bit boring this last section. Not much going off. Really empty. Canal is starting to see some boats again now. So we must be getting back to some form of civilization nearby. I think that section in the middle was just a bit too far out for people who are stopping long term. So this is Denham Deep Lock. And apparently it's the deepest one on this network. I overheard a lady saying it takes ever such a long time to fill and drain to get your boat up and down. With it being so deep, it holds so much water. Cracovia, London, whatever that means. signature pose in front of the graffiti. Yeah. It's getting close now. 1.1 mile. Easy stroll in. Yeah, I think 20, 21, 22, that's about my enjoyable limit with walking miles. Any longer, it's going to be a bit painful at the minute. I start getting sore feet and other sore areas at about this distance. Any more would be a bit painful, I think. But yeah, nice easy day tomorrow at 12.5 miles to finish it off. So I'm leaving the canal now after 21.3 miles and heading to my digs, 0.43 miles away in Uxbridge centre. Now Uxbridge tube station or train station, Premier Inn. So should be alright there. Tend to know what you're getting with a Premier Inn. There she is, Premier Inn, Uxbridge. Just need to find a way in. Lots of view out the window. Pretty standard Premier Inn tea and coffee machines, no biscuits. Cheapskates who used to give biscuits. Nice big double bed, nice and soft. TV. Let's check the bathroom out. There's a shower room, that's alright. Wouldn't have had a bath anyway. Pretty much standard. We're going to have a lie down now for a bit before I have a shower and go out for my dinner.